Hello, everyone. I'm Jan Zoochie, and I'm the founder and executive director of Voices Raised, LA Vocal Collective for Social and Environmental Justice.
And I am Arnaé Batson, founder of the SSING Network. And we are here together with all of you to celebrate the 57th anniversary of the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. Yay! That event is often referred to as the I Have a Dream March. Well, those kids that Dr. King dreamt about, that's us, y'all. We're all grown up and we're singing together and happy to be here to celebrate in this way. Jan, tell us what Voices Raised is.
Sure. The day after the current occupant of the White House took office, I just was out like everybody else at marches and rallies and protests, and I noticed that there was nobody singing collectively together, and that really felt like an absence, like something was missing. Kept going to all these protests and rallies, and then finally, it occurred to me I have friends in so many different choirs in LA. I belong to 3 different choirs, and one of them, Arnaé, is your beautiful Tuesday night choir, the Hearts of Fire Community Choir. And every Tuesday night, you were teaching us these amazing classic civil rights songs. So finally, last July 2019, a light bulb went off in my head, and I was like, we could do this. So I put out a call on Facebook, overwhelming response, and 8 days and 1 rehearsal later, the Lights for Liberty protest in front of the detention center downtown, protesting the treatment of immigrants at the border. Right after that, we did Extinction Rebellion Climate Emergency.
Yeah, in Hollywood, baby.
And after that, we were at the Women's March LA, downtown LA. We organized an MLK Day sing-in, mass sing-in and voter registration drive at Crenshaw United Methodist Church in Baldwin Hills.
Right.
After that, we did a Four Freedoms conference sponsored by Sankofa.org at the Hammer Museum in Westwood. So we were all over LA protesting for various progressive causes, and then COVID came.
COVID came and we went right online. The creativity just went boom. And new songs were coming. After the George Floyd incident, I was checking, the radio, television stations. What are people singing now? What are people doing? Most times I heard Sam Cooke's Change is Gonna Come. Love it, Chicago. You know, I'm thinking we need some new songs. So the time is now. The urgency of that. Now is the time for change to come. Now is the time. Um, we've all come together. We got singers. We got a video producer. I'm just excited. Let's do it.
Let's do it, but before we do it, let's
Okay.
get back to the March on Washington. It's a
Okay.
very special day today. Let's talk about that for a second.
Okay, sure. So we have a clip actually of my mentor, Dr. Bernice Johnson Regan. She was actually a member of the Freedom Singers who sang at the 1963 March on Washington. Thank God for YouTube. We have a clip and we're going to share it right now.
And where are we looking on that video clip? Where's Dr. Regan?
Dr. Regan is second to the left. And there's wow, yeah.
So Arnaé, what is your reaction when you see that?
Woo! So many things are coming up, but what's most striking to me is how young she was, how young all of them were. I mean, but you can see and feel the courage of their conviction. I mean, they decided that the way they saw their parents and grandparents living was not going to work for them. They knew as they were going to be starting families, they didn't want their children sharing these same daily experiences. And they were willing to use radical ideas. And radical ideas at the time were protests, sit-ins, voter registration, just to push forward the idea of equal treatment that's spelled out in the Constitution. So we're just so grateful that for their courage and how it was passed on to us. Ella Baker gave it to her, and I happened to be in the room when she was passing it, and now I'm sharing it again. And there we
There
are.
it is.
That's
We
us singing
shall
back in February
we
2020.
shall not be
We shall not be
moved.
moved.
not be moved.
We shall not be moved, just like a tree.
Yeah, we shall not be
The water. We shall.
And of course, one of the really interesting things about the 1963 March on Washington is that the protesters wanted an end to the violation of their constitutional rights. They wanted an end to police brutality. They wanted an end to voter suppression. And in 2020 now, Black Lives Matter protesters are asking for the very same things.
But the time is now. Now is the time for this change to happen. So are we ready for our video?
I think we're ready for our video. And before we show it, we just want to remind people that what we're trying to do is get this song out into the streets, because the movement does need music. And so we're asking people, learn this song. And when you go to share this song and when you go to protest, take it with you and sing. Start up people singing near you.
Absolutely. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Let's go.
This music video is dedicated to all those who have been raising their voices because they know Black Lives Matter. Thank you for your awareness and your activism. Every protest movement needs music. It is our sincere hope that you will play and sing this song out loud when you take to the streets again for peaceful marches, protests, and rallies, because now is the time. The time is now. You know we've been waiting and waiting and waiting. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting for change to come. But change never comes. Now we're tired of waiting and waiting and waiting. Tired of waiting and waiting and waiting. Tired of waiting and waiting and waiting for change to come.
And we ain't gonna wait no more. The time is now, now, now. The time is now, now, now. The time is now, now is the time for change to come. Change must come. The time is now, now, now. The time is now, now, now. The time is now, now is the time for change to come. Change must come. Don't you know we've been waiting and waiting and waiting. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting. We've been waiting for change to come. But change never comes, it never comes.
Now we're tired of waiting. Oh, so tired of waiting. Oh, tired of waiting for a change to come. And we ain't gonna wait no more.
Cause the time is right now. Right now, right now. The time is now. Now, now. The time is now. Now is the time for change to come. Change must come.
The time is right now. At this very second, at this very moment now. Oh, now is the time for change. It must come.
Centuries of suffering, mothers and daddies and babies, human bodies, too many lifetimes change must come. Yes. Change must come. 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 The time is now. Now is the time for change to come. Change must come.
Change must come. Change must come. Y'all getting y'all part? Here we go. Change must come. The time is now. Now is the time for change to come. Change must come. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Woo!
Wow, powerful. Arnaé, before we wrap up, can you take one more minute and just share with us again the importance of music to the movement?
Absolutely. It's invaluable. I mean, the music grounds the movement. It tells the story of what people are witnessing at that time, how they're feeling about it, how they're going to respond to it. You know, when people sing together, we're breathing together, we're looking at each other, we're connecting, bonding, and most importantly, we know that we are being heard. Because music brings those hearts and minds together. It inspires activism, it occupies your mind, gives you something to focus on, something constructive to do. It provides courage in those scary moments because this ain't easy work, y'all. And it brings celebration in if that's needed. But ultimately, I think it seals your conviction in your belief. When you have singers on your left and on your right, in front and back of you, it emboldens you and it just lets you know that I'm not the only one that's feeling this. They're feeling it too. So let's work together to fix it. Now,
So
Jan,
let's work together. And again, you can take this song out, go to Voices Raised LA YouTube channel. The song is there. We have video clips from us
yes.
participating marches and protests before COVID got caught up with us. And we're encouraging you again, check out the video, learn the parts, take it to the streets and get people singing with you.
And
And
if
thank you so much.
Yes, and the last thing, the time is now, now, now. The time is now, now, now. The time is now. Now is the time for change to come. Change must come. Get with it, y'all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jan.
Thank you, Arnaé.